Hey, everybody. I had an experience yesterday that I really wanted to share with you. So, I was listening to a podcast, and this podcast really resonated with me. It really sort of cracked me open. It really contributed to this unfolding that I've been doing. I've been coming to a lot of shift lately, really seeing the world differently and seeing myself differently, and just having lots of expansion. And this podcast just was the right thing at the right time, I guess. And I could feel the resonance of it. And it started opening up the world for me in a lot of ways. And I started feeling this rush in of energy and ecstasy. Uh, and I was crying. And I sort of watched myself feel overwhelmed by that ecstasy, by the feeling that was coming in. I watched myself sort of have the impulse to text somebody or call somebody and say, "Oh my God, this thing is happening. That's so amazing." I had this impulse to like get up and do something with this realization, this new vision, this new way of seeing things. In other words, it felt like sitting with the energy was too much. There was something in me that wanted to discharge it, um, distract myself from it. Uh, I don't know, tone it down. Maybe I felt like I was going to be overloaded or overwhelmed by this, what I was perceiving as insight or connection or realization. And then all of these stories came flooding in about what that means for me to be connected and aligned and in harmony with the way the universe works. That I think sort of freaked me out. And in retrospect, as I was contemplating that, I realized that I see that over and over again with the people that I work with. We'll be talking and something will open up in them in a similar way. And so often they will sort of abruptly change the topic or sort of bat me aside and move on to this other thing. I can almost see them saying, la, 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 don't, let's not go there. I can't handle going there. And sometimes they refer to it as, some people will say, my power scares me. What does that mean? Power. Power means, to me, I'm actually exploring that phrase because it's sort of people say it, but what does that mean? I'm starting to feel for myself that sense of power is being in harmony with the way things naturally flow in life, being in harmony with life, feeling the influx of energy, the open channels of that energy, that alignment with the way things are naturally moving. That feels like power to me, something that has a harmony and a resonance and a truth, and we can sense the truth of what we are beyond our small identities. That feels like power to me. There's been a lot of conversation about, I'm sure you're tuned into this too, about shadow work and embracing all the parts of ourselves and all the lost parts of ourselves and all the shadow parts of ourselves, and letting ourselves feel all of our emotions. And those of you who know me know that I'm a huge fan of that. Of course I support that. Of course I support us making room for and embracing and welcoming any energy that rolls through us, and understanding that it is energy that's rolling through. It's the story that we attach to the energy that starts to maybe freak us out or take us down old roads. On the other hand, if we just stay with whatever energy happens to be rolling through, it rolls through naturally. And that applies to the uncomfortable feelings that we try not to feel. And partly we attach stories so that we won't feel it. It's a way of defending ourselves or making sense of the feeling or the energy that's coming through. And some of the uncomfortable feelings that we feel are not necessarily, well, none of them are bad. No feeling that rolls through is bad. The ones we attach the negative story to, or the story about fear or sorrow or anger, almost seem easier for us to digest than connecting with the ones that we attach stories of ecstasy and expansion and awareness and insight to. That sense of alignment and power seems to be power in the way I'm describing it. Is almost like that's scarier to us, or at least as scary. And I just want to say, what if we can handle it? What if we can handle all of the emotions rolling through, including ecstasy, including radical joy, including the felt sense that we are resonating with something bigger, and we are in harmonics with the way life moves. What if we can handle that too? What if we can handle that power, that alignment, that ecstasy? What if we can sit with it and feel it and let it roll through and inform our forms, the formless coming through and informing our forms, and depositing all of that richness and light and information, whether we're attaching a story of anger or whether we're attaching a story of ecstasy. It's just energy, and we can handle it, including the ecstasy. We can handle it. We can let it be there and open and relax into it. So just a thought I wanted to capture for myself and share with you. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.